Now, Pat, set us up.
This is where James and Hannah go into the office again, and it's the usual routine. It's a hooker and her pimp,
and it's this time it's on the other coast. This time it's in Santa Barbara.
Yes,
Santa Barbara, California.
No, San Bernardino, California. Yeah, and so there's a very helpful employee who's apparently okay with what they're doing.
What are your aspirations?
Oh, I want to run for Congress.
Yeah, okay. Do you know anything about ACORN?
Yes.
Okay.
He does, yeah.
I do.
We say we're nonpartisan.
No.
Stop.
This is not.
Notice it right away. We say we're nonpartisan. We say we're nonpartisan. Let's get that out in the go. They want to make sure that you understand. We say that we're nonpartisan. Okay, we got it. No, who cares about the parties? We're going to talk prostitutes.
This has to do with my girlfriend's unique line of work.
Oh, okay. What is it? Is it stripping?
No, it's not.
Is it exotic dancing?
No, it's prostitution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Is that okay?
It's okay with me.
It's okay with me.
It's totally legalized.
Okay.
I don't have a thing.
Well,
okay, stop just a second. Just
Libertarian.
listen to her. Oh, okay.
We find out more about ACORN employee Teresa and who she admires.
I said, I'm from like the 60s. I mean, civil rights and
who would have guessed?
Anti-war. And,
Stunning.
And, and we...
So you understand where I'm coming from, sort of.
Yeah. A long time ago, myself, although I don't think ACORN knows it, not that I care whether they do or don't, what we called escorts, and I ran a service.
Really?
Yeah.
She ran an escort service herself.
Who would have guessed that?
Wait, she ran it or
She ran it. She ran the escort service herself.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
She talks. We haven't had a chance to play everything on the tape, but she does go into a lovely story about how she and her hooker girls that she was working would go on beautiful yacht trips to Bahamas, and it was a wonderful way to earn $10,000 a week,
or 15.
In her case, 10,000 for the working girls.
She was the booker.
But she was the booker.
Yeah.
Well, Heidi Fleiss is my hero. I mean,
she. I don't.
Okay, that she's. Let's see. I can't think of anybody. Like lately, but a few years ago, Heidi Fleiss was she ran a call girl service, and she got into some really big prominent people, but she did it and made a bundle,
Yeah.
And who doesn't admire Heidi Fleiss for that?
Oh,
she ran a great business.
Hey, no, she's a good bit. Are we into small businesses or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Okay. This particular video, I have a feeling we will be going back to for several days because there is so much depth in it. Now, let me just play this. There is a part where this is the first time we've seen where somebody from ACORN actually says, I don't know if my boss will shoot this down right away. But listen to what she says.
So this is wonderful because we've been dealing with these bankers who they just it's like the most foreign thing to them.
And we don't even come out with them and say it outright.
They just look at the way she's dressed and they just assume it, and then we divulge some more details, and they're like, we don't want to have anything to do with prostitution or sex rings or international sex rings.
See, now, okay, and ACORN will tell you the same thing.
Yeah,
they will. You might get an old timer like myself that really knows what's up and could care less.
Yeah.
But so have you? All right. Did you have the business back in Florida?
I was sold. I had a pimp in Florida that I was with, and I was working. I thought things were good. I don't know.
So right now they're trying to figure out what to call the business, and as usual, there's a little dispute about what do we call this? You can't really call it prostitution, and then the illegals come up again.
But this is what you want to do. This is the career you want.
Yeah, it's me. I mean, it's been profitable for me in the past, and I don't see why it shouldn't be.
How long have you been doing it?
Since I was 14.
And how old are you?
20.
Okay, so that's some background.
Yeah.
No judgment. No judgment.
No,
You've just
can
been
you
whoring
imagine?
yourself since you were 13. Can you imagine not just saying to the girl, oh, my gosh,
Where's your mom?
what happened?
14?
How did that? Come here. Let's talk. I mean, all right, go ahead.
To protecting them and getting their feet on the ground so that they can, perform the tricks and, learn the LA prostitution scene.
No, it is.
I was also wanting to use some of this is very lucrative. And potentially we could use a lot of the money that we're getting from the underage girls from El Salvador and use some of the money for a campaign one day. But again, this is something...
That's how I want to help him, because he's been kind to me as far as shelter.
Yeah.
And if he really does have potential to run for Congress one day, then, I think...
I believe he does, just right off the top.
Yeah.
I talked to congressmen, senators, assembly people...
Really?
Every day. Yeah.
That's cool.
And the first
maybe
time
some people you talk to, I know.
McLeod.
Really?
Gloria Negretti McLeod is in Rancho Cucamonga or Ontario.
Yeah,
Rancho
absolutely. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's a senator. Let's see. Torres is a woman. I forgot.
I think I've heard her name.
I thought they were completely nonpartisan.
We
Remember that. Remember, they're all nonpartisan. Remember that as you listen to the rest of this.
Let's see. Wilmer Amina Carter is Assemblywoman in the 62nd District. Let's see.
You know all these people?
I know some of them. I have friends from UC Riverside.
Bill Baca is right up here in San Bernardino. Barbara Boxer.
Barbara Boxer?
Who's the other woman?
Their offices are close?
Yeah, they're right downtown. We're on D. No,
Listen,
on E.
listen. Nonpartisan.
Yeah, right across the street from...
Nonpartisan.
Food for Less, actually.
Yeah.
So you talk? That's cool.
Yeah, because we lobby these people for legislation. Right now we're trying to get them on board for health care.
Excuse me. Why would ACORN be going in legislation, lobbying for health care? I thought this was housing. I thought this was ACORN housing. Wouldn't have anything to do with the sister organization that is for health care. In fact, designed the health care package, SEIU. Wouldn't have anything to do with that. And I thought you were nonpartisan. How are you organizing for health care with tax dollars?
Here, James explains how he wants to fund his future political campaign.
The issue that I told you before about I really want to take a lot of the money that we're getting from the underage girls and put it towards my future political campaign.
Yeah.
I really want that's the next step, I think. See, your liability, you say, but I think that you can really be profitable.
Oh, she can be a giant asset. Yes.
With all these girls coming over.
But how do I make that in the back? Like, how can our names not be connected? Because I don't want him to be, in front of a huge crowd of people, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, he's dating the prostitute.
Right,
and then
or even worse, they're finding out that 50-75% of the money I'm using for my political advertising comes from underage prostitutes from El Salvador.
Well, okay. Now, do you have like a retirement plan, a 401k for them? Do you have all of this stuff that you can... Do you have the infrastructure? I'm just theorizing now.
For the girls?
Yeah.
No.
Because... if you're just taking money from underage prostitutes, oh my God, that doesn't sound good.
Right, that's exactly
that's
the problem.
Yeah, that looks bad. Yeah. But if you get him a 401k,
yay, then it's okay.
And the sounding bad is the problem there.
The sounding
because he's like, it sounds bad. That's the problem,
right?
And that
it's
is
not
the
that
problem.
They're actually underage prostitutes that you're exploiting to fund your political career.
See, that sounds bad.
Yeah,
the way you say it like that.
It's not bad, but it does sound bad.